Chase Gage is live at Embassy Suites in Jonesboro this morning. Chase, have things kicked off yet?
So, Macy, things have officially kicked off as of 6 a.m. Now, not a lot going on here at Embassy Suites just yet, as you can see behind me here, but we are getting underway. You were talking about those drive times a minute ago. I want everyone to add a few minutes to those drive times so that you can stop by one of those roadblocks that are all across Region 8. We have all kinds of ways that you can donate today. You can stop by one of those roadblocks. Those are going to be in Bay, Bono, Brooklyn, Caraway, multiple in Jonesboro, Corning, Harrisburg, Leachville, Lepanto, Marktree, Paragould, Piggott, Pocahontas, Rector, Truman, Walnut Ridge and Hoxie, and Wiener. So plenty of ways to donate there. You can also donate by just texting the word WISH to 43414. It's never been easier to donate. You can also call 870-933-8800 to donate. And when we talk about these donations, they are so important. They help children right here in Region 8 get their wishes granted. I've got a whole sheet full of kids who are waiting for their wishes to be granted, but in fact, we actually got to catch up with a child from Riverside West Elementary, a 6th grader who got her wish granted. Diana Davis did a beautiful story on that, and I think we have a clip from that.
I knew that in that time of all the difficult things that we had to go through, that trip had to happen. They needed some light in all the dark.
Now that trip is a trip to Disney World granted through Make-A-Wish, and if you missed out on this story last night at 6 o'clock, you should go over to KAIT8.com and watch that story this morning after Lehyla Edson's home was destroyed by a tornado and then her wish was granted. So again, I don't know if I'm up on screen right now, but I have a list full of children right here in Region 8 who are waiting for their wishes to be granted, and you can help today by donating. Every little bit helps. If you got a little bit of change in your cup holder, if you got a couple dollars in your wallet, I know it's payday for a lot of people as well, so I know you've got a couple extra dollars to donate again at any of those roadblocks across Region 8. I'll be right here at the Embassy Suites all throughout your morning keeping you up to date, but for now, Macy, let's toss it back to you.
Sounds good. Thank you for that, Chase. Chase Gage is live at Embassy Suites this morning. Chase, it sounds like there's a little more chatter around you now.
Yeah, definitely so, Macy. We're starting to get people trickling in here to Embassy Suites as things are officially underway, though we are still in the first, let's see, about 15 minutes or so of the Have a Heart Wish-a-thon, but it kicked off at 6 o'clock this morning. It's never been easier to donate. Here's the thing. I know a lot of you probably don't carry physical cash anymore, maybe not have that change in the cup holder that I mentioned last time, but you know what? We've got you covered. You can text or call to donate as well, and I want to be a little competitive this morning. This is what I want to do. We have these roadblocks all across Region 8. Now, if you want your roadblock in your city to win, like I'm from Brooklyn, so my Bearcats out there, so I might text the word Brooklyn to 43414. You can text the word WISH, and that goes just generally to the fund, but whichever city you want to donate to. If it's Bay, text Bay to 43414. Bono, text Bono. Now in Jonesboro, we have two different stops. Those are on Highland and Red Wolf, so you'll text Highland or Red Wolf, but Corning, Harrisburg, Leachville, Lepanto, Marktree, Paragould, Piggott, Pocahontas, Rector, Truman, Walnut Ridge, and Wiener, you can text that city to that number, and you can donate to that specific roadblock. So donate to your favorite. We're going to get competitive with this and see who can raise the most money. So we'll have other ways that you can donate and even some stories about other Wish kids right here in Region 8 coming up, Macy.
Okay, I like the competition that you're starting. Pretty cool. Thank you, Chase. Let's head straight over to Chase Gage. He's live at Embassy Suites this morning. And Chase, there are 18 roadblocks, so tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, absolutely. So as Christina said, there are those 18 roadblocks that'll be set up all across Region 8. Now, if you're driving to work or wherever you're going this morning, you'll see them out there. You'll see people on the street corners waving. They've got buckets and everything, and you can just drive up and drop off a little bit of that extra change, maybe a couple dollars, or as I challenged you guys in the last 15 minutes or so, you can just text the city that you want to donate to that roadblock. You can text the name of the town to 43414. Christina has already accepted my challenge. She donated to the Walnut Ridge roadblock, so I'm going to donate to the Brooklyn one as soon as we're off air. Right now I'm using my phone to hear you guys, so you know, gotta wait on that. But anyway, we have all those different opportunities to donate. You can donate from the comfort of your own home too. If you don't want to get out, you can just call 870-933-8800, or as I said, text those town names to 43414 to donate there. It's going to be a beautiful day to get out and donate. There are people standing at these roadblocks who are donating their time to try to help these kids right here in Region 8. So you can help out by donating to any of those. We'll keep you updated all throughout the morning. Macy, let's toss it back to you.
Chase Gage is live now at the Embassy Suites this morning. I know there's a lot going on over there, Chase. You've even started a competition between different towns. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that turns out.
I am too, Macy. Today's a very exciting day for the Have a Heart Wish-a-thon. As you said, this is the 28th annual, but as you said, also the 40th anniversary for Make-A-Wish Mid-South. And over that time, they have helped grant more than 7,300 wishes, and you can be part of those today. So I've got a list of children right here in my hand, 21 different children in Region 8 who are waiting on their wish. And that starts with you, and it starts here with the Have a Heart Wish-a-thon. In fact, 75% of the cost of wishes comes from donations from people right here in the community. And something I want to talk about real quick. There's a misconception that a wish is a last wish for these kids, and that's just not true. In fact, the majority of the kids whose wishes are granted, they go on to beat their illness and live fulfilling, healthy lives. And in fact, we are going to meet several children today who are coming here, former wish kids who have now grown up and beaten their diseases and are living those fulfilling lives, and we're going to be able to talk with them throughout the day. So I'm very excited to meet some of them. You're also going to meet a wish kid right here in Region 8 coming up in the next few minutes here. I'll tell you about her story in a minute, but in the meantime, make sure that you go out and donate to those roadblocks all across Region 8. I'll have all the ways that you can donate here in just a few minutes. So go out and donate for the Have a Heart Wish-a-thon. Macy, back to you.
Chase Gage live this morning at Embassy Suites, and he has all the latest ways that you can donate.
Yeah, that's right, Macy. It's never been easier to donate. In fact, the easiest way is just going to be while you're driving to work or school. If you see one of those roadblocks, just have some change, have a couple dollars, and drop those in the bucket. You can also text the word WISH to 43414 or call the number 870-933-8800. You can also text the town of the roadblock that you want to donate. For example, Brookland to 43414, Harrisburg to 43414, etc. My challenge is for everyone to donate to their favorite roadblock and see who wins today. But that money stays right here and helps kids right here in Region 8. In fact, Riverside West Elementary 6th grader Leah Edson knows what it's like. She was born with cystic fibrosis. We granted her wish last year, but almost thought that it might not happen just days after a tornado destroyed her house in Lake City. Her parents wondered if they could even make the trip to that Make-A-Wish trip to Disney World, but it turns out that timing could not have been better.
I knew that in that time of all the difficult things that we had to go through, that trip had to happen. They needed some light in all the dark.
And you can watch that full story right now over on KAIT8.com. Diana Davis did a wonderful job with that. And that's just an example of where this money goes. So get out today, be generous, and donate to the Have a Heart Wish-a-thon. I'll be here throughout your morning keeping you updated. But for now, back to you, Macy.
Okay, looking forward to that. Thank you, Chase. Gage is live at Embassy Suites this morning, and he has a special guest with him as well, and they have all the things you need to know about this special event. Chase?
That's right, Macy. We are here live at Embassy Suites in Jonesboro, where the Have a Heart Wish-a-thon is just getting kicked off here. I'm joined now by Amanda Wigg, who's been working with Make-A-Wish Mid-South for the last decade. How excited are you that the big day is finally here?
Oh my gosh, it's the best day of the year. It's so
really
exciting.
And so we want to talk a little bit about how important granting these wishes are for kids right here in our community. And there's a few misconceptions as well that we want to talk about.
Sure, a lot of people misunderstand what a wish is. We really view a wish as a catalyst for a child to overcome their illness, a boost of hope when they need it the most. A wish is not a last wish. We grant wishes to children with critical illnesses, not necessarily terminal illnesses.
And so then they get those wishes granted, and we're going to meet some of them here today at the hotel who have had those wishes granted. How excited are you to see some of these faces today?
Oh my gosh, we have so many awesome kids coming by, and like I said, a lot of their wishes were a number of years ago even, and so it's remarkable to hear that even today their wish experience is still impacting them.
And yeah, it's something they'll never forget, but it all starts with today, with donations, how critical is it for people to get out and show their generosity today? I know times are hard and whatever, but it's payday. You got a little extra change in your pocket, something. How important is it?
Yeah, I wanted people to know that no donation is too small. Like you said, change or a couple bucks, in your cup holder. Truly, the people of Region 8 and the generosity that we have in our community is what grants wishes. And so the kids who are waiting in the Jonesboro area for wishes, we together have the power to grant those wishes, to come together, to fundraise today, to bring that hope that kids so desperately need.
And then we get to see that blossom over the next few years like we're going to get to later today. I'm very excited for that. Do we have any specific goals today for fundraising? I know that some of the individual roadblocks do, but overall?
We are so excited to see the total in the evening, and I know that you guys are all along the journey with us for that. But no, we're always just grateful for what comes in. We're hoping for something similar to last year, and just that. We hope that the roadblocks that here at the Embassy Suites, we all can just kind of come together for a collective show of generosity.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a great day of generosity. Amanda, thank you so much for joining me here this morning. So get out and donate at any of those roadblocks. You can also text WISH to 43414, and we can donate all kinds of other ways. We'll be here all throughout the day, and we'll get you that total tonight. But for now, Macy, let's toss it back to you.